Hello dear learners, welcome to the fourth semester. I hope you all enjoyed the vacations. You have performed very well. Shortly you will get the results. We know Gregor John Mendel was the father of genetics, but in that time we don't know which one is the genetic material, whether protein, carbohydrate, RNA or DNA is the genetic material. It was a big question. In 1950s, after the discovery of the structure of the DNA by the Watson and Crick, then we come to know that how these DNAs has been arranged. But before that, some of the experiments, some of the efforts as made by several scientists, which one is the genetic material, how this genetic material will pass the information from one generation to another generations, how this molecular biology will helpful for the human, for the societal benefit point of view. All these things we are going to study in this chapter, molecular biology. I am going to handle in this semester the unit 1. Let's look a brief look of unit 1. Unit 1 is molecular basis of the life and the nucleic acids. Totally it's in a 14-hour. This 14-hour part as equally divided into 4 parts. The part 1, it consisting experimental proof of DNA's genetic material. Part 2 will be types of the DNA. Part 4, structure and functions of the DNA. Part 4 will be the structure and functions of RNA. Let's have a brief look. What are the things we are going to deal in these 4 units? Part 1, the experimental proof of the DNA as a genetic material. Griffith experiment, which just took place in 1928. Avery McLeod and McCarthy experiment in 1944. Hash and Chase experiment in 1952, which has been proved that DNA is a genetic material. How the RNA and the protein cannot be considered as a genetic material, how this will be carrying the informations from one generation to another generations, we are going to understand in this particular first part. Second one, we have the different forms of the DNA is available in the nature. They are being nomenclatured as A form, B form, C form and Z form. Some are loosely coiled, some are tightly coiled, some are mediumly coiled. Some will be coiled in anti-clockwise. We are going to study all these forms of the DNA and where it will be present, how it will be present, which will be present in our body. That one we are going to study. And meanwhile, in detail, Watson and Crick model we are going to study in this particular part. Okay, structure and functions of the DNA, which one we are going to study in the part 3 of this unit. How this genetic material, which is present in the DNA, what are the role it will play, which will carrying the information from one generation to another generation in the cellular functioning, how this DNA, this 4-letter codon will maintains the informations in the nucleus, how this information will be passed from nucleus to the cytoplasm, how these informations will be decoded and produced some of the products that we are going to understand in the part 3. Coming to the part 4 is structure and functions of the RNA. In this structure and functions of the RNA, once the informations which has been decoded by the RNA from the DNA, which will comes out of the nucleus, some RNA will carry the informations from nucleus to cytoplasm, some will be read it, some will be bring the amino acids from the different parts of the cytoplasm, and it will be joined together and forms proteins. These proteins are structural in nature or functional in nature, which are very essential to perform cellular functions. All these components we are going to study in this unit. This is a new kind. You please timely we will be giving you some of the assignments through the online. Some of the quizzes we are conducting in the online. It's not like a simple quizzes. It is an entertainment things, gamified quiz we are keeping for you to enjoy the and learning experience. Thank you. Happy learning. Have a good day.